More criminal charges come today against a state representative from Warren County. Republican Peter Beck has been named in a new 53-count indictment. That's on top of the 16 other counts against Beck filed this past summer. All of this began with a Local 12 News investigation. Reporter Jeff Hirsh joins us from the newsroom with more on these charges today. Jeff?
Rob, Attorney General Mike DeWine tells Local 12 News that the charges relate to allegedly false representations in the sale of securities. DeWine said he cannot address any specifics, although in general, securities fraud means a seller had information which should have been passed along to a buyer but was not. The counts are engaging in a pattern of corrupt activity, theft, perjury, securities fraud, and money laundering, among others. Court documents say Beck misrepresented the financial state of a company called CTEC, stole $500,000 from another company, diverted some money to his political campaign, and perjured himself.
While we believe that these were separate offenses and deserve separate charges, that decision ultimately will have to be made by the petit jury. But I think we need to point out that, you know, this all arose out of a what we believe the evidence will show was a scheme, but it all comes back to, you know, essentially one activity that we believe constitutes numerous offenses that went over, you know, a number of days with different victims.
Also named in today's indictment on fewer but similar charges, a company called TML Consulting, a woman named Janet Combs, and a church Combs ran in Linwood called Ark by the River Fellowship Ministries. Beck has pled not guilty to the previous charges. Late this afternoon, Beck resigned as chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee in Columbus, although not as a member of the committee nor as a state rep. In a statement, though, Speaker of the House William Batchelder said he would like to see Beck resign from the legislature, not just his committee chairmanship. Batchelder said while there was always a presumption of innocence, these very serious allegations could cause a distraction to the House and also to the needs of the residents of Warren and Butler counties. Back to you.
And in fact, Mr. Beck has said he wants to run for re-election, right?
That's it so far. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Jeff Hirsh, thanks very much. This afternoon, we received a statement from Representative Peter Beck's attorneys. It reads, quote, "While we are still reviewing the new indictment, it appears that the new charges presented to the Hamilton County Grand Jury are based on essentially the same evidence as the original indictment. The charges contained in both indictments are merely accusations, false accusations as to Peter Beck, and Mr. Beck steadfastly maintains his innocence in this matter." Mr. Beck looks forward to the trial starting on April 7th and is confident that once the facts are presented in a court of law, he will be found not guilty of all the charges.